I grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The public schools started everybody on an instrument in the 4th grade, and my best friend had a violin. And then I wanted to play something small because when I was a child, I had this strange notion that there were still bards and troubadours in parts of Europe, like medieval times. So when my friend had a fiddle, I learned it a little so I could get picked to play violin at the school, which I did. Music's been a way that I've seen over and over again. People who are very different from one another in a whole lot of ways are able to unify around very, very esoteric ideas if they're presented in a spirit of non-condescension. When I lived in Boston for about a decade, and the world kind of came to me there, I was involved in a space called the Zeitgeist Gallery, which ran, by the time it closed, like 60 shows a month. And it was one of the only spaces in town because Boston is almost impossible to rent a space in. It's very expensive and gentrified. So all these musicians came there, like from all over the world. All kinds of musicians, every possible kind of musician playing every possible kind of music. And then the level of musicianship in Boston is very, very high because there's so many like really highfalutin like music schools there. And then there's all the people who, like me, who will kind of move someplace to hang around the highfalutin music school without paying the $40,000 fee. And so there was a really kind of beautiful music scene there for a long time. For like 13 years or so, I've played out somewhere every week, often more come hell or high water kind of. But it really varies year to year. Like last year I was playing with Vashti Bunyan. She's like a psychedelic pop. Before that I was in an old time band, and then before that I was doing a lot of Greek and Macedonian music. Another year I played in an orchestra, I played jazz, and then throughout all of this I do my own like free improvisational work. My goals and aspirations and dreams of playing lots of music with lots of people who I haven't met yet. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of hierarchy involved in the music world, and I've tried to make it a pursuit to not engage with that. And that, I suppose you might say, is a kind of spiritual pursuit because it addresses the equal ability of all humans to experience all forms of beauty. There are cultural riches amongst the experiences of auto workers and the experiences of grassroots activists too. And I think when those things coexist, I can think of few more fulfilling spiritual experiences.
We invite you to log on and check out this process of artistic exploration called Big Ears.